You're here because you want to get informed and efficiently. We get that.
We do.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into artificial intelligence, a huge topic.
Absolutely massive. And it pops up everywhere.
It does. Now, you might immediately think, I don't know, futuristic robots, jobs.
That's often the first thought, yeah.
But we're going to focus on something maybe equally critical, how AI can help build a more sustainable economy.
Exactly. There's a really vital conversation happening right now about AI's potential role here. We've been looking at a study, Dirk Sarnitsky, Robin Lepers, and Mikkel Pellens.
Right.
And they're asking a really fundamental question, which is, can AI, artificial intelligence, genuinely help drive innovation in what we call the circular economy? And this isn't just, tweaking things around the edges. It's a bigger shift in thinking about resources, isn't it?
It absolutely is. The circular economy. Well, it's fundamentally about getting rid of waste.
Yeah.
Maximizing resource use.
Keeping things going. Keeping products, materials, all of it, in use for as long as possible. It's much more than just recycling.
Okay.
It means rethinking, product design, how we manufacture things, and then, crucially, how we reuse or recover materials right at the end.
So that demands new thinking, new skills.
Definitely new thinking, new collaboration, too, across different sectors. It's complex.
And this study, it offers a pretty encouraging view, doesn't it?
It really does. The researchers found something quite exciting. Companies that are actually using AI, they're significantly more likely to be the ones introducing these circular economy innovations.
So a real link there between digital transformation and, well, our green goals.
That's the key takeaway, I think. They even quantified it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The study found firms using AI were about 18% more likely to adopt circular economy innovations compared to firms not using AI.
18%? That sounds, well, pretty significant, not just a tiny bump.
No, it's not marginal at all.
Yeah.
It suggests AI isn't just a minor tweak. It could be potentially a really transformative tool.
Right. For fundamentally changing how businesses manage resources.
Exactly. Which is, critical given the pressures on the planet.
Okay, 18%. Let's dig into the mechanics then.
Right.
How is AI acting as this catalyst for greener innovation? It's not like the AI just wakes up and designs a new biodegradable plastic, is it?
No, not quite like that. But AI tools, things like machine learning, predictive analytics, they're incredibly good at sifting through huge amounts of data.
Seeing patterns we'd miss.
Precisely. Machine learning is, well, it's where computers learn from data without explicit programming. Predictive analytics uses that to guess future outcomes.
Okay.
And those abilities are invaluable when you're dealing with the sheer complexity of material life cycles, industrial processes.
Yeah.
The core stuff of a circular economy.
That makes sense conceptually, but can we get into the nitty-gritty, like concrete examples of AI fostering this circularity?
Sure. Well, one application is simulating material behavior.
How materials hold up over time.
Exactly. How they degrade, how they perform throughout their whole life cycle. This helps designers make smarter choices right from the start.
Choosing materials that last longer or are easier to recycle later on.
Or repurpose, yeah. That's one way. Another really important one is predicting machinery breakdowns. Maintenance.
So instead of waiting for something to fail and potentially wasting materials or energy during downtime?
Right. AI can anticipate problems before they happen. Proactive maintenance.
Preventative care for factories, basically.
You got it. It minimizes waste, maximizes equipment life. It all adds up.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Do we have actual companies doing this now? Real-world cases?
Oh, absolutely. Look at Google.
Okay.
They used AI to optimize the cooling in their huge data centers, massive energy users data centers.
Right, notoriously so.
And the result, a 40% reduction in energy consumption for cooling.
40%? Wow, that's
enormous.
It's a huge efficiency game. Or think about Notco. They're a Chilean startup.
Notco, okay. What do? They use AI to analyze plant-based ingredients at a molecular level.
Why?
To create foods that perfectly mimic animal products. Taste, texture, the whole thing.
So tackling the environmental footprint of meat and dairy.
Exactly. By offering sustainable alternatives that are, well, genuinely appealing thanks to AI helping design them. Resource efficiency through food tech.
That Notco example is fascinating. Using AI almost like a molecular chef.
Kind of.
So the study we mentioned, Zarnitsky et al., did they pinpoint where AI is having the biggest effect right now?
They did. The researchers found the most significant impact currently seems to be in manufacturing and production processes.
Okay, so right at the industrial core.
Yeah, and that's really crucial because those stages are often where the most pollution happens, where resource consumption is highest.
So AI is helping tackle the problem at its source.
It seems so. By making those core industrial activities cleaner, more efficient, less wasteful, AI can directly address some root causes of environmental damage.
It's good to know this isn't just a correlation they stumbled upon. It sounds like the researchers were quite rigorous.
They really were. They used advanced statistical methods, and importantly, they were careful to account for other factors.
Right.
Things that might also push a company towards circular practices. Company size, for example, or how much they spend on R&D. Even the company's general attitude towards climate change. They tried to isolate the AI effect.
That definitely adds weight to their findings.
It does. It strengthens the credibility significantly.
So the picture is encouraging, but I guess the study also pointed out things we don't know yet, some remaining questions.
Yes, exactly. They're optimistic, but it's a cautious optimism. Grounded.
Right.
They rightly highlight that there are still unanswered questions, like which specific AI tools are the most effective? Which ones give the biggest sustainability boost?
We don't know that yet.
Not precisely. And while they show this positive link, more research is needed to really pin down the exact scale of the environmental benefits. How much greener are these innovations, really?
I see. So more work to be done to fully quantify the impact.
Definitely.
It feels like, stepping back, AI is still a bit of an underused tool in the whole sustainability toolkit.
I think that's fair to say, especially when you look at the scale of the challenge.
Right, like the EU aiming for net zero emissions by 2050. That's a huge ambition.
It is.
Yeah.
And AI offers these incredibly powerful capabilities that, well, we probably need to harness much more effectively.
Capabilities
Like identifying problems we might not even see, hidden inefficiencies in complex systems.
Okay.
Or managing the sheer complexity of, say, a truly circular supply chain. And maybe most importantly, helping scale up solutions much faster than we could otherwise.
Speeding up the transition.
Potentially, yes.
So the main message then, for anyone listening, business leaders, policymakers, investors, it's about integration.
Absolutely. Don't treat AI strategy and sustainability strategy as separate silos.
They need to work together.
They really do. And this isn't just about, saving some money through efficiency, although that's part of it.
It's bigger than the bottom line.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Integrating these things holds the potential for, well, real, lasting, positive change for the planet.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other breakthroughs could emerge when we properly align powerful tech like AI with these urgent sustainability goals? Things maybe this study didn't even touch on yet.
Exactly. What happens next? That's the really exciting question.
Definitely something for all of us to think about.